The Bicycle by Benhur. Sudhir Babu, a retired English teacher and poet, had dedicated the past 2 years to writing about his old, worn-out bicycle. The bicycle, nicknamed Vyasin, was more than just a mode of transport to him. It was a lifelong companion, tied to his memories and the very fabric of his life. However, his young grandson Tana, who had a sharp and critical mind, saw things differently. He dismissed Sudhir Babu's poems as repetitive and outdated, comparing them to the rusted, neglected bicycle itself. Tana didn't understand why his grandfather clung so tightly to both the bicycle and his poetry about it, calling it old-fashioned garbage. Though at first, Sudhir Babu brushed off the criticism, it stayed with him. When he sat down to write another poem about the bicycle, his hand froze. He began to see his beloved bicycle as Tana did, dusty, with peeling paint, bent mudguards, and deflated tires, forgotten and unloved. This was the same bicycle that, 40 years ago, had entered his life alongside his new bride, Rajani. Back then, it was a brand new green Humber with a sturdy frame and a German bell. The bicycle had carried them through life's ups and downs, sometimes even physically. He recalled how, late one night, he had strapped Rajani to the bicycle when she went into early labor, rushing her to the hospital when no other transport was available. That night, his son was born. The bicycle had carried him, Rajani, his children, and even bags of groceries and festival saris for Rajani over the years. Through it all, Vyasin was his loyal battle horse, never once complaining or breaking down. Memories flooded his mind as he relived those moments with Vyasin. However, the bike had been abandoned 5 years ago after an accident that left him shaken. His family had insisted he stop riding it, fearing for his safety, so it sat, forgotten and collecting dust on the veranda. Now, with Tana's harsh words ringing in his ears, Sudhir Babu felt compelled to revive Vyasin. With a sense of determination, he dragged the bike out to Banmali, a well-known bicycle repairman, and asked him to restore it to its former glory, regardless of cost. After a week, Vyasin was ready, gleaming and sturdy, just as it had been in its heyday. When he brought the bike home, Sudhir Babu's son and wife, Rajani, were surprised at the transformation. But it was Tana's reaction that brought him the most joy. Seeing the restored bicycle, Tana's initial indifference turned to admiration. He eagerly claimed it, riding off joyfully, finally seeing the value in something he once dismissed. As Sudhir Babu watched, his heart felt renewed. Returning to his room, he picked up his pen and began writing once again. A fresh poem was forming in his mind, inspired by Vyasin's restoration and the generational bond it had fostered. He was confident that, this time, Tana would see the beauty in his words, for they both now shared a connection to the bicycle and all it represented. The once old-fashioned garbage had become a cherished memory, bridging two generations with love, respect, and a little bit of poetry.